Hey everyone, how are you doing? In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a futuristic city with the flying cars and lots of banners, as you see in Instagram nowadays. I will get this straight to the point, and by the way, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to don't miss any future videos. The first step is to download a shit ton of stock photos for futuristic buildings, banners, holograms, and every other things that you will need in the creating of your new photo. So make sure to download all the stock photos from your favorite stock photo site, or you can also get free stock photos from other sites that are free of cost and royalty free. The next step is to remember that don't get overwhelmed by the number of stock photos that you have downloaded, and make sure to review all of the stock photos once, twice, and find a connection between the photos and choose your base image. After choosing your base image, as you can see in my case, I've chosen this image for my base image. I might not use these areas and the bottom portion of this image. What I did was to add some more buildings in the bottom portion of this image. And for this purpose, I have used this image with the buildings. And also we don't need to use these portions also. I will add some more buildings with this stock image that I have found. As you can see, I've already masked out the areas that I don't need, and this is the areas that I will be needing. And don't worry, at first it might look janky, but as you progress and get the idea of what you want, what you will be creating, you can match the different layers with the color balance and with the curves, and also adding some environmental elements, and they will look seamless and they will go with each other perfectly and nicely. The next thing that I wanted to do was to add some more buildings, of course, at the bottom side of our image. So I found this image. It has very similar look that I want in the final photo. It has lots of banners, lots of neon signs. So I've chosen this image. And at the bottom of this image, I wanted a street. So with using another one of the stock photos, I have added this photo and masked out the parts that I didn't need. Just kept the street and also a small portion of this building. As you can see, we have a very rough structure of what we want, what our city will look like. The next step is to make them uniform, blend them with each other, some color balance, match the colors between the different layers. So for this purpose, for the top portion, I've added some fogs, you can say some fogs, and I created a new layer and clipped it to the respective layer and brushed some colors, and also added some fogs between the two layers of the buildings, between this layer and this layer, so that they look seamless. And also to make sure they have similar color, I have added color balance and curves to each layers, as you can see in this layer. If you want to know how to match the colors of the two separate layers with each other, I have already have another separate tutorial that you can watch. And as you can see that in our images, in this windows we have lights, but they are very janky and they are not connected. So what I've done is for each building I've created a separate layer, a blank layer, and clipped it to the buildings, brushed some lights in the areas that I wanted. For example, in this image they have some disconnected lights, and so I have created a new layer and brushed some lights in the buildings. It looks like they are neon signs, is the characteristic that we are going for in this photo. The next also same thing, and adding fog between these two layers. For the fog, what I have done is I've created a solid color adjustment layer and inverted the mask, and using a soft brush and lower opacity, I've painted some fogs in the sky. Same thing with this building, new layer, and I've brushed some neon lines with this, as you can see in this image. Also the same thing, another fog, solid color layer, soft brush, and I brushed it, all of this. To make the colors uniform, using color balance, added some orange in the lower layers to make it seamless and to match with this part of our image. And also repeated the same things added some light in the windows and parts of the buildings. Again fog, same thing for the lower layer. Now it's the time to add some holograms and some banners and some neon lights to our image. Using this photo, I have changed the blending to screen and added them to different parts of the image to make it much more cyberpunky. And as you see that our buildings are nearly complete. It has some issues in some part, but in the final result you won't notice them, so I won't pay more attention to that details. The next thing that I wanted to do was to add some cars, some flying cars. I have downloaded this image and duplicate the same car over and over again at different positions, just like this. Now we have to match them with the other layers. So again, using color balance and the curves, and also using some fogs to make sure that they blend in with other layers perfectly. And for our main subject, I wanted to add a flying car passing by our view. So I've downloaded this car and masked it out, put it in the middle of the image that's flying. Also added some motion blur to the image, make sure that give it the flying effect. Again, same process, color balance, make sure that the colors match, add in some fog, blend in the different layers. Last part, the camera raw filter. Camera filter, I did not do my adjustments because already it looks like what I wanted, so I didn't want to change any other things. Some saturation and also vignetting, and that's it. Main points to remember from this video is to, when trying to composite a photo or image, make sure you have sufficient image and review all the photos, go all over them and try to find a connection between all of the photos. When you found the connection, choose your base image and build upon that image. If you needed anything else, you can always go to Google and download your image that you needed. Also, another important thing is to add some environmental elements to make sure that the layers blend in. Environmental elements also hide your literal mistakes over and there that you made or you forgot to change it or make it go away. So the environmental images hide them, and at the final product, at the final image, you won't even notice them. After finding the base of image and compositing, after finishing the composition, all other things, all the small things over and there, here and there. I hope you learned something new from this video, and if this video helped you to create your first photo composite or get over the fear of not knowing what to do with your stock images or what to create. Keep experimenting, keep trying, and stay safe. And if you got something out of this video, hit the like button and subscribe to don't miss any future videos. Hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.